This is Holly Carter from the Oregon Department of Education, and this learning module is about the data requirements associated with the High School Graduation and College and Career Readiness Act of 2016. ODE wants to acknowledge the importance of a conscious commitment to equity in this work. We want to make sure districts take advantage of ODE's equity lens in evaluating both current offerings and planned expansions under this law. Equity is not only a primary element of ODE's mission, but a critical aspect of effective programming in this work. If our goal with this bill is to improve high school graduation rates and to graduate our students college and career ready, this demands that we look at whose needs are not met by current programming and services and very deliberately expand services to meet those needs. Once again, our stated goal in this work is to improve high school graduation rates and college and career readiness. This will likely be the result of district-developed cohesive plans targeting identified student needs rather than merely enhancing existing programs serving students already likely to graduate. Use of students' education plans and profiles can help to identify student interests and provide guidance in program development to meet those interests and intent. Regarding the specific data requirements under the Act, the only submissions that districts will need to make to ODE in relation to the High School Graduation and College and Career Readiness Act are the application for funds and the biennial plans. Beyond that, data requirements called out in the Act are in relation to local data review and analysis. OAR 581-013-0020 includes the eligibility requirement. This OAR states that for the school year 2018-19 and biennia thereafter, to be eligible to receive an allocation from the High School Graduation and College and Career Readiness Fund, a school district or charter school must establish a regular time for teachers and staff of students in grade 9 to collaboratively review current data on students' grades, absences, and discipline by school and by course, and to develop strategies to ensure that at-risk students stay on track to graduate. Administrative Rule 581-013-010 focuses again on the equity lens and requires that school districts and charter schools apply the equity lens and review student data disaggregated by student population. This includes looking at historically and traditionally marginalized as well as historically underrepresented students. As mentioned on the previous slide, the eligibility administrative rule requires that school districts establish a regular time for teachers and staff of students in grade 9 to collaboratively review their current data on student grades, absences, and disciplines. Beyond these required roles, schools and districts may choose to involve additional roles in this collaborative data review process. Some suggested roles that you may consider including are listed here, including program coordinators, counselors, principals, deans, attendance clerks, teachers of adjacent grades, or others who might be involved in the school's or district's implementation of programs funded through the High School Graduation and College and Career Readiness Fund. While the Act does not specify a particular structure for the data review process, ODE has developed guidance that districts may find helpful around routines for collaborative data reviews, and this guidance will be posted onto ODE's website in the coming weeks. Here are some examples of the leading indicator data that pertain to grades, absences, and discipline for school districts and charter schools to consider using when evaluating student grades, absences, and discipline in order to meet the data requirements for eligibility. Schools and districts may choose to supplement the required data elements with additional data that may reflect the local context, including specific student groups the school or district identifies as at risk, and the programs implemented by the school or district in the 3 categories of dropout prevention, career and technical education programs, and college-level educational opportunities. Data on attendance, grades, and discipline must be evaluated under the eligibility requirements for the Act, not just for all students, but also disaggregated by student group. You should consider analyzing your data to identify whether particular student groups are disproportionately represented. Here are some guiding questions that you might consider as you're going through your collaborative data review, again, looking at it disaggregated by student group. In terms of the data systems that you will use to house and filter your data, the Act does not specify any specific standards that a school district's or charter school's data system would need to meet. However, you must ensure that your data system enables you to meet the requirements that are called out in the eligibility administrative rule pertaining to the review of current data on students' grades, absences, and discipline, as well as having the ability to disaggregate that data by student population as required through the equity lens administrative rule. If your system does not currently allow you to have this level of review easily, Districts may spend Measure 98 funds to purchase or improve data systems. The Act directs school districts to use a portion of the funds to implement dropout prevention strategies, including establishing and maintaining data management systems that provide timely reports on student grades, absences, and discipline by school and by course. By administrative rule, ODE has directed school districts and charter schools to review their student data disaggregated by student population. If your school does not currently have a data system that enables you to effectively review your current data disaggregated by student population, then you may use these funds to either improve an existing data system or to purchase a new system. Here are some additional learning modules that will be coming out in the coming weeks. We have the overview video and the request for funds and application video, as well as the equity module, which were all posted on May 11th. ODE is also preparing a module specific to career and technical education, college credit opportunities, both of which are also available. And by the end of May, ODE will also have posted a module around fiscal requirements, as well as dropout prevention strategies. Beyond these learning modules, some additional resources that are coming soon include guidance around routines for collaborative data reviews, which, as mentioned earlier, will be posted to ODE's website in the coming weeks. For a deeper dive around accelerated learning data, here are a couple of resources that are currently available around dual credit through community college by school districts, as well as around using AP Potential from the PSAT to expand college credit in high school. For a deeper dive around career and technical education data, here are a few links around the CTE student data collection, CTE course enrollment collection, and CTE data accuracy and troubleshooting. And finally, for a deeper dive around using chronic absenteeism data to inform dropout prevention strategies, here are a couple of additional links. The state not chronically absenteeism data provided at these links provides districts and schools with an annual snapshot of their not chronically absent data. This data is disaggregated by student population, as well as by school, by grade, and by population. Thank you very much. Again, if you have any questions regarding the data requirements for the High School Graduation and College and Career Readiness Act of 2016, you can reach me at the email address listed on the screen, holly.carter@state.or.us.